Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you. Today we're going to take a look at a TwoSun micro knife. This is the TS150. Thought my handle came alive there for a second. Frickin' flies. So, one of my favorite brands is TwoSun. One of my favorite designers is Wong. This is the TS150. And TwoSun has them numbered. I've seen up to the over 500s. I think of 540s now. This is done in M390, and it's a tiny knife. We're barely looking at 4 inches, I want to say. About a 2-inch blade, about a 2-inch handle, and about a 2.5 finger. But it is very nice and slicey and super, super sharp. That's one thing I can say about my TwoSuns. They know how to sharpen them there. So, as usual, part of what I like is the blade grind. And we're trying to get that, see if you can see just how, yeah, it's not having the best light right now. But it is sort of a belt satin finish is how I would describe it. We do have some jimping up top here, and this blade comes down to a nice fine point and a beautiful, beautiful belly. We're calling this green fat carbon. So it's carbon fiber with some green in there. We got the layers. It is a full tang. You can see more about this grind here. And that's something, if you watch any of my other TwoSun videos, I'm always talking about their blade grinds. I think they just do a fantastic job. This will run you about $65. Be sure to get it from my friend Tang Lee. Sells them on Amazon. I'll try to get a little description in there. You carry it in on your belt. Comes with the Kydex sheath and this clip. Snaps in, snaps out. So we got no rattle. Okay, nice, strong. And we go. Okay, snaps in, slides out. We'll set this out and I'll show you a couple comparison knives. Another one from Wong. Forgot the description, the number on this. And I've had this one for a bit, and I'll try to put in the model number. Also M390, also very interesting blade shape, but it's a thicker, beefier knife. It's a little bit bigger and has micarta. So if you like a little bit bigger, you can get 3 fingers on this and a little beefier. So we'll bring these up together and you'll see this green one is small. Why? Because the brown one is small. Let's check out blade thickness. So you guys, if you're into this, you kind of see they're the same price. If you want the carbon fiber, if you want the micarta, if you want this is a very, it comes down nice and thin, and I do like the blade geometry, and it is, I call this thing, it's like this little power. I mean, it's surprisingly powerful for what you have, and this thing is just little nimble. You can put that in there and do some work. So let's get them in their sheaths for a little comparison here. Okay, and that's how it snaps in, and that's how it looks. I carried this one in the box. I carried this one in on the belt, put it just behind my second belt loop, right there, my rear pocket corner. My rear pocket comes and meets it right there, so it's just on the back side of my hip. Carried very nicely. And for those of you who haven't seen, you get a TwoSun box. Nothing fancy. I do want to share with you another knife that reminds me of this one, and you can look for a video coming out or already out on this one. And the reason is the blade shape and just the way that this one is shaped. Wonder if I'll get a model number here. This is a slip joint. Okay, it's a night morning also, and it kind of reminds me of a Civivi Cubit, simply with the way that blade is shaped. So it's a much bigger knife, and I would call it a slip joint, but it's also a very unique. And that it doesn't, well, the top spring, it does have this top spring here. It comes, and then they've made a circle, and you just have to trust. Oh man, it has such a strong. So look for a review on that if you're into it. And I'll give one more shout out to Rough Rider. If you don't have one of these, anything out of the Black Appaloosa series, you guys might want to get one. This is my Coke bottle, and my first impressions, very, very difficult on the action. And now, oh, dude, very, very good. This was, I compare it to wrestling my brother, and it's still strong. But I used this today to open a package, and it went all the way through the package, and it went through my Swedish fish, my bag of Swedish fish that I ordered off of Amazon. But yeah, it actually is just shy. It's the touch heavier than what I like, but who knows how much longer these will be for sale new, and I think the value is there. And if you guys are into it, I think you might be happy with this one. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking out the channel, and we'll chat with you later.